Hey Geek family, we're back. This time we're checking the video out for the most expensive house in the world. I'm Nathan.
I'm Rachel.
Troy. Jordan. Oh, he's not here again. He's out finding trucks or I don't know.
He's fixing
with
one of the
people.
trucks that he works on.
Yeah. So that's what he says. But real quick before we check out this video, I just want to say thank you guys again so much for all your support on the channel. And if you can you hit that like and subscribe, followed by that little notification bell. Bing! Bing! Bing. So, without further ado, we're gonna check out the $2 billion
Bless you! It's you.
Okay.
I hate you both.
Let's check it out.
Now you know my pain.
The most expensive home on the planet. In the inner city of Mumbai, India, not far from the poverty-stricken slums, on the renowned Altamont Road, stands Antilia, the most expensive home ever created. This home ascends 27 stories, stretching 568 feet high, granting the massive structure with prime views of the Arabian Sea. In technical terms, the home is the second most expensive residential property in the world, considering Buckingham Palace is worth around $5 billion US. However, Buckingham Palace is considered a crown property, whereas Antilia is a private residence. And the most expensive private residential property at that, with some pricing estimates as high as $2 billion. Even still, any list in which a residence is preceded by Buckingham Palace pretty much guarantees that place is going to be over-the-top luxurious and is likely a house I'd love to move into. In this video, I'll take you on a virtual informative tour of this ostentatious estate, while engaging all of 2 of your senses. In this massive home, there are several ceilings that are double or triple heighted, so the 27-floored skyscraper looks more like a 50 or 60-floor building. Can you imagine only being as tall as an ordinary 27-floor building? Laughable. On some of the lower floors, there is a multi-level car lot that can hold 168 vehicles, including Mukesh's precious RS5 Crore Maybach, a car for very important people. Somewhere in that car lot is also a car service station. But if cars aren't your style, don't worry. The home also has 3 helipads placed on the roof. Few things say billionaire like more than one helipad on the roof. Both the private car lot and helipads are violations of residential bylaws in Mumbai, but from what we can tell, no one has forced the billionaire's hand to make any changes. Above the car lot, you'll find an extravagant lobby composed of 9 elevators. Further up is a 2-story recreation center with a lap pool, a gym, a juice bar, a dance studio, and a yoga studio. Floors like these are how Jeff Bezos transformed his I sell books body to his I sell what I want physique. As you continue to ascend, you will eventually run into a spa and a ballroom. The ballroom is adorned with multiple crystal chandeliers that cover 80% of the ceiling, leaving a shameful 20% exposed and unadorned. To capitalize on the entertainment focus areas of the home, there's a movie theater that sits 50 viewers. There are multiple balconies and terraces with luscious gardens hanging over the sleek facade along the home. The vegetation attached to the sides of the building are meant to absorb sunlight in order to keep the interior as cool as possible. Hopefully that touch can put a dent in what must be a monstrous electricity bill.
Right?
As if all this luxury wasn't enough of an escape from the hot, busy streets of Mumbai. The home comes fitted with an ice room equipped with a snow generator, meant to mimic a winter wonderland, a creative addition rivaled only by the likes of Willy Wonka. The immaculate structure was designed by architects Perkins and Will out of Chicago, and the interior design was overseen by an Australian company called Lighton Holdings. While the 400,000 square foot building is home to just 6, it's also meant to make room for a staff of 600 cooks, cleaners, and security personnel.
Oh, okay.
So that makes the size of the mansion less excessive, right? I double-checked that stat, by the way, and I can confirm 100 staff per family member. The building is named after a legendary island, also called the Isle of the Seven Cities. The tale of this island originates from an old Liberian legend in which bishops fleeing from the Muslim conquest of Hispania escaped to an island and created 7 settlements there. There's not much else on that fun fact, and no one seems to know why the owners of the home took to that fabled island. But that's the thing with being a billionaire. No one questions your decisions. Considering the unique shape of the skyscraper and the fact that its construction cost not 6, not 7, not 8, but 10 figures, it'd be a fair assumption to presume the design of the home is symbolic, or at least, on purpose. And that assumption would be correct. This incredible structure was meticulously crafted with Hindi influence and generously laced with religious symbolism. Within the 27 stories, there are 6 sections of the home that are meant to reflect earth, water, fire, air, sound, and light. These elements were placed from bottom to top as to mimic not Nickelodeon's Avatar, The Last Airbender, but the ascension to enlightenment. Throughout the mansion there are 2 reoccurring motifs: the sun and the lotus. These symbols are meant to represent rebirth. The materials used to stand for these themes include marble, crystal, and none other than mother of pearl. There is a temple in the home in which the family of 6 goes to pray regularly. There are many statues of Hindu deities throughout the home, including the Hindu god Ganesh, revered as the remover of obstacles, and Shiva, the Hindu deity who destroys to make way for new creation. Along with religious themes and the motifs of lotus and sun, the house is said to have been inspired by the Atlantic Ocean. The owner of the $2 billion home is Mukesh Ambani, a petroleum titan, chairman of Reliance Industries and, surprise surprise, the richest man in India. Mukesh is responsible for 1/5 of India's exports, which is absolutely outrageous considering India makes up for 1/3 of the Earth's population. Mukesh's father created a business that turned into the world's biggest producer of polyester fibers and yarns. Mukesh multiplied his inheritance many times over to become one of the richest men in all of Asia. For years, Mukesh was a member of the top 10 richest people in the world. And during one surge in India's stock market in 2007, he was believed to be the richest man on the planet. But as of recently, he sits comfortably at the 20th spot. Mukesh is worth $40.1 billion US.
Wow.
Okay, that's
61
20th
years
spot.
old.
Who's number 1?
Did someone ask for a list of the richest people on the planet? Okay, here it is. Number 1, Jeff Bezos, Amazon. Number 2, Bill Gates, Microsoft. Number 3, Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway. Number 4, Bernard Arnault, Louis Vuitton. Number 5, Amancio Ortega, Zara. Number 6, Carlos Slim Helou and family. Number 7, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Number 8, Larry Ellison, Oracle. Number 9, Larry Page, Alphabet, co-founder of
Can we read the
Google.
alphabet? No,
Number
we don't
10,
read that.
Charles Koch, Koch Industries. Number 11, David Koch, you guessed it, Koch Industries. Number 12, Sergey Brin, Google. Number 13, Michael Bloomberg, Bloomberg. Number 14, Ma Huateng, Tencent Holdings. Number 15, Jim Walton,
Walmart. Stevie G.
Number 16, Rob Walton, Walmart. Number 17, Alice Walton,
Walmart.
Walmart. Number 18, Steve Ballmer,
yeah.
Microsoft. Number 19, François Betancourt Myers and family, L'Oreal.
Oh,
Number 20, and our guy, Mukesh Ambani. We just love lists here at Mr. Luxury. As you might have noticed from the list, Mukesh is one of only 2 individuals from Asia to earn a spot on the list. Mumbai is the commercial capital of India and is also called the city that never sleeps because I guess they didn't know that slogan was already taken. This city is also home to the entertainment industry in India, so it's commonly known as Bollywood. Yet another thing they ripped from the United States. While the city is home to the world's most expensive house, it's unfortunately also home to the world's largest slum. The popular film Slumdog Millionaire was set in Mumbai. The public reception of the house's creation has been harsh at best. I believe offending neighbors comes standard when you're creating a home worth over $1 billion. But there is certainly warrant for any offense taken in this particular case, I must admit. While the house was built on the richest stripe of land in the city, it's hard to not notice the contrast in a city like Mumbai, with such depths of poverty just blocks away. Gyan Prakash told the New York Times in 2010 that the home is in a way reflective of how the rich are turning their faces away from the city. In Mumbai, 40% of children under the age of 5 are underweight. The gap between the rich and the poor is as stark and vast here as any other place in the world. Still, there are some that bring up the charitable acts of the Ambani family, which include the creation of a hospital, when discussing the moral responsibilities of the family, not to mention numbers of the philanthropic ventures, specifically by Nita Ambani, Mukesh's wife. Which is great and all, but no one is going to ignore the gargantuan mansion towering over the city, or any of Mukesh's indulgences other than the mansion. Years before the creation of Antilia, Mukesh bought his wife an Airbus for her birthday for $60 million. He had the passenger jumbo jet refitted with a living room, a bedroom, satellite TV, a sky bar, and a spa.
Moly.
Unlike
They make
most
planes
families
like
worth
that?
billions, the Ambani family owns just the one home as opposed to the expected several around the globe. Initially, the family shared a house with Mukesh's mother and brothers. But after Mukesh's father passed away of a stroke, he decided to break the bank on the 400,000 square foot home. The children of Mukesh and Nita all studied at universities in the States. Isha, the eldest daughter, recently graduated from Yale. Her twin brother, Akash, and younger brother, Anat, both graduated from Brown University.
Those are
Not
really
that
good
I'm in
schools.
any
Those
position
are really
to
good
judge
schools.
Mukesh as a father, but it's nice to see he raised 3 Ivy Leaguers. That's pretty much all I've got on Antilia and the Ambani family. As always,
Wait, they
I'm
said it
Mr.
was for a
Luxury.
family of
If you
6.
enjoyed
Where's the
video,
6th family
be sure to
member?
leave a
Was it
like
the mom?
and subscribe.
No,
It's
3
good.
children,
You do,
mom
you
and
do.
dad. That's 5
And then
people.
mom, his mom. The mom.
His mom lives there too? Okay.
I was also assuming they showed her, they kept showing her.
I didn't.
That is the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Which we will never be.
$2 billion home. That was crazy, crazy looking house. It's. You sit there and you think, like, I don't know, most of you are probably the same way. You sit there and think, like, man, if I had that kind of money, what would I do? And no, honestly,
First of
I
all,
don't
wouldn't
know.
build a house that big.
I don't know if I could ever live in a house that big. There was a house just down the road from us that was just recently built, and it is gargantuan. And I look at it and I'm like, I wouldn't need a house that big. Like the house we have now, I'm like, is like the perfect size. Like even if for some reason you came into like hundreds of millions of dollars, it's like, well, I would maybe
Pay off this house?
I'd maybe build a log cabin, but I wouldn't build like a gargantuan
I am disgusted.
thing. But I
Like a
guess
fish.
some people like that stuff. I mean, they're all over. Like all over here, you see these huge houses, and it's a husband and wife that live there, and you're like, holy moly, man! But some people like that decadence and that lavishness.
Or they like just being far, far away from one another?
Maybe, but holy man, that would be. The fact they said there's like basically 100 servants per person.
What do you need 100 servants for? I mean, on all honesty,
Well, I'm
how
trying-
many people clothe you? How many? Can't you clothe you?
Well,
Can't you clothe yourself?
Well, they didn't say anything about. Like, I don't know if they
I
come in
know,
and
why do you
dress
get so
you.
mad?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Excuse me. No, I'm saying that's just.
Bless you.
But that just looking at the picture and everything, just to kind of eyeball it and go like, okay, there's about the height of a person. You're like, holy moly, on that floor to think of like 100 more people on that floor. It seems like it would be crowded.
Well,
They said
it
there was-
depends on how many square feet per floor.
27 floors.
27 floors, so 400,000. How much was it?
Yeah,
How many square feet was it?
a little over 400,000, I think they said.
Okay, hold on. My nose is running
Wait,
out.
hang on.
But
It's
just looking at all the
100,
stuff in there,
2,
and I'm not gonna lie, it's you look at stuff like that and you're like, oh, that's cool. That architecture wise,
That's how many square feet per floor. 14,000 square feet per floor.
per floor.
Per floor. So that's not bad for.
I mean, I guess not. It's just I don't know. It's just one of those things where my mind tries to. I'm looking at the picture of it, and my mind's trying to figure out like 600 people in there. That it just doesn't seem like it's good enough.
I think it's good enough.
Troy, what are you looking for, baby?
Okay, so apparently Jeff Bezos,
Bezos.
is not the richest person in the world anymore. Apparently it's Bill Gates now.
Yeah, they
I think
probably
they kind of
switch back and forth.
Amazon and Microsoft.
I'm trying to see.
Anyway.
But I can't see.
But you look at stuff like that and you're like, oh, you know, that's crazy money and crazy. But it is still, I know for me, it's still kind of, I still like seeing some of the stuff. You're like, oh man, that's crazy that they put that in the house, like, and seeing that stuff. You're like, oh man, it's amazing. Like the fact that they said they have like basically a snow room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the
That
generator.
sounds so cool.
No.
That sounds so cool. Like,
no.
granted, I might look at it and go like, it's pointless, but it's cool at the same time. Like, I understand things can be pointless, but I understand it can be cool at the same time too. I mean, you may not like it and everything, but you're like, oh, that's pretty darn cool though too.
Okay.
What?
Doesn't make any sense.
What does it make any
Because
sense?
sometimes y'all hate on me for spending money on like shoes, and you're like, that's so pointless.
Because you don't wear them.
But I wear them.
Well, okay, we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to concentrate on the video.
Yeah, like I said, I may think something's pointless, but I can also think it's cool at the same time. It's kind of like, oh man, it's pointless. I wouldn't spend money on that, but at the same time, you're like, I can understand why it's kind of cool and all that. Shoes are not part of my thing where I think shoes are cool. I may look at a pair of shoes and go like, oh, those look all right. I can get those.
Yeah, he buys
And then
his
I wear
shoes
them
from
until
Walmart.
they fall apart.
Yeah, he does.
I need to get a new backpack. My
But
thing's popping off.
what do you guys think of this $2 billion
Me,
home?
okay, me.
Of the rich and
personally-
famous.
Me personally, the way they built it, I don't think it's that. Like, I don't think it'd be that good, honestly.
Structurally sound is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
because
They may have like reinforced stuff too. You gotta think of that.
yeah, but like measure over time. Let's say they don't check anything for like a long time, and one of the main supports is like super old. It's really brittle. And then an earthquake happens and it just shatters. Well, the whole thing's gonna come down at that point if it's a main support or at least a part of it is.
I'm sure when they built it, they had people be like, all right, you know what? How can we make this structurally more intact? Stuff like that. I kind of get that too. But yeah, when you kind of look at stuff like this, you're like, oh, look how cool and tall it is. But yeah, you might not think right off the bat like, could that withstand this or could it withstand that?
The thing that bothers me the most about this house is that it's built right by the slums.
Yeah, because like
Instead of using that $2 billion to help out the people that are there, like build better homes, build something
Well, or
to help out, give back to the city. I'm going to build a $2 billion home right next to the
Well,
slums
it
to
doesn't-
show everybody how rich I truly am.
I will say this.
it didn't cost $2
I will say
billion
this
to make
though.
it. It just
I
cost
don't
$2
think
billion
that,
to live there.
y'all might hate on me. I do think that if you have money and it is in your heart to help out, that's good. I mean, I would do that, but just because someone is rich, I don't think they should be obligated to help
No,
anyone.
nobody's obligated to do
Well,
so.
that's
That's
what
not
you're
what I'm
making
saying.
sound.
I'm saying that's kind of cocky to build a $2 billion
I
home
mean, it is very cocky, but
right
they
next to
have,
the slums.
but they have that right to do that.
Ugh.
yeah, I would say if they were going to build something like that extravagant and lavish, maybe build it away, maybe in an area where it's just your building with like a bunch of acreage around you to where, you kind of don't stand out that much, or it doesn't come
like-
across as you're like
Arrogant.
throwing it in people's faces.
Because like all the people in the slums probably resent the people who live in there.
They might, yeah, and I'm on the same boat with Trinity. It's like if you were able to build up your company or you're part of that family or whatever, and have that money, it's like.
I mean, I get what
it's your guys' money. You do with it what you want.
It is
with
their
If
money,
you want
and
to
they can-
do it and give away a lot of your money to help people, that's fine. If you don't want to, you want to just keep it all for yourself. And that's fine too. I don't think people should. I don't think like they try to do in this country and try to force. They want to pass laws to force you. Oh, you make too much money, so we need to tax you more and force you because you make too much money. It's like
Oh yeah, they're
I
trying to
guarantee
do
you,
that.
none of those people would like those if all of a sudden they came into a lot of money.
Well, I'm
Then they
I'm
would
not
think
saying
the
that they had to do it. I'm just saying the where they put it
Yeah. Oh no, I agree.
is really cocky. and
Like, it does
arrogant.
come across like that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to spend that kind of money to build a humongous house right next to the slums,
Wait.
do yourself a
Yeah,
favor.
I can see what you're talking about. If go ahead.
When was it built?
I don't know.
I don't know if did they say
don't
when it
think
was
they
built?
said.
Because like,
Okay.
what if it wasn't built next to the slums?
I think they said it was built.
Baby,
Oh,
the
it
slums
was
have been there
right.
forever.
Yeah, it was built next to that stuff. So, Or
I'm just
maybe
gonna look it
if
up.
you want to try and be in good graces with local people that you're building up, build your house, but then throw somebody out to help kind of fix up the surrounding area. If you kind of want to try to stay on good terms and you don't.
Personally, if it was me, I would. If I had done something nice, I'd want to be surrounded by nice things.
Thank
too.
you.
Only because I would want, like, that's what I want to see.
And I'm not saying to give these people handouts. I mean, it's not that. It's just I just think that I don't know. This really
Like
bothers me.
like I think
It bothers me. I can't help it. It bothers me.
like if we cut our grass and the neighbor's grass is like ugly and they got like trash in their yard, I'm like, don't like that. Like, I want your yard to look presentable.
Hush, Bear.
Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying. If you're gonna take the time to upkeep your place, know that you'd like the people around you to do the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it looks nicer and everything. But yes, I mean, some people aren't like that. But that was the video for the most expensive house in the world. Have any of you guys actually been by Trinity? Thank you. And seen the house for yourself? And is it as all like, oh man, like in person, as it kind of looked in the video? Just shoot us a message and let us know. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for all your love and support on the channel. You guys are awesome. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
There's only one house that I've seen that I probably would
Stop. Dang, Trinity.
There is only.
Do that to your mom.
Ow.
That's what you get.
My nose is running. I gotta go catch.